Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's McMillan. With the catch, it's Miller. At the 35, he's open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense set on first down. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Caught in the backfield. It's Palmer. Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, TCU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Needed just a little more help. And into a big return, they'll mark him down at the 29. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Rigby. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 16.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You could tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the point after is good. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Palmer. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. With the catch, it's Miller. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And the Horned Frogs will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The lone back's got it. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And some room to work. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's the handoff. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. Scrambling away. Got a little space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to fire to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got enough for the first. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Back to pass. It's McMillan. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Keep this drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. They'll go to the air. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
To the ground with the back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. On the move to his left. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Lincoln. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making checks. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. Took a shot as he threw. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Rigby. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Fires to the middle. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rolls onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas this first possession.
Breaks into the open. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know what...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Adams. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clip.
Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! The extra point here would tie the game.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Just a short pass to the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw again. Using his legs to buy some time. Caught close to the marker. It's Rigby. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Going to try to get it himself. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision. gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's McMillan. Pulls it in, it's Adams. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Miller. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
That overthrow hurt,
the
man.
Completion brings up 3rd down for the offense. To the air, it's McMillan. Under fire.
Yeah, that shit hurt. I wasn't even trying to. That shit hurts. He just overthrew a touchdown.
But the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some...
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Offense changing the play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Throws to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. Definitely don't want to miss inside, but man, he didn't miss by much.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
A run for the quarterback. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Gets the back moving. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown tie.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Back to throw, it's McMillan. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll just get rid of that one.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back. You want to play coverage. You want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to lead in the 4th quarter, but it also involves you tackling well and a nice job rallying to the football and making the tackle.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get...
Pulling it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on.
Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point in the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.